Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of 3 Geeks Flix. Joining me always is the man that likes to touch his nose, the muse, Justin Kyle. Say hello everyone, Justin.
Hello everyone.
Ah yes, and of course I am the Tech Mitchell Wright. We are back and this is a Geek Feed, and there has been some news that dropped just shortly ago that's a pretty big bombshell, especially on people like me that are Star Wars fans, as you could see. Colin Trevorrow is out as the director of Episode 9 for Star Wars. Shocked me. The Muse called me. I wasn't expecting it. Said, hey, did you see this? And I was like, no. And immediately came in, read up about it, called him, and now we are here for you, our fellow geeks. So I'm going to read this real quick, and of course I'll shoot it over to Justin afterwards. But the official announcement reads, Lucasfilm and Colin Trevorrow have mutually chosen to part ways on Star Wars Episode 9. Colin has been a wonderful collaborator throughout the development process, but we all have come to the conclusion that our visions for the project differ. We wish Colin the best, and will be sharing more information about the film soon. Now, as I always do, I look to you, good Muse, and say, Justin, give it to me. What you got?
Oh, that was intense. I like that.
Thank you.
Okay, so first off, it sounds like they're trying to spin this as creative differences, right? That's how they're spinning it?
So far.
Very possible. I mean, look what happened with the Han Solo spinoff, you know, with the those directors, and they got replaced by Ron Howard. Good replacement, by the way.
Yes.
Kudos.
Yes.
You know, I got to say their official statement is pretty classy for what they said. I wouldn't have expected anything less from Disney. And I gotta be honest. I was a little conflicted about this. Not probably near as conflicted as you were, Tech. But I'm glad they're doing this now.
Yes.
Because the Lloyd and Miller debacle, that was a cluster, and Disney has no one to blame but themselves. So you spend months of pre-production talking about this with two directors, then you hire them. And after filming starts, that's when you figure out y'all have different visions. That's an embarrassing business move. I got to say so. You know, there's really no excuse for that in my mind. Unless those two directors just completely flipped the script and weren't, you know, they
Which is
didn't
possible.
It is possible.
Which is possible. So this might not all be on Disney.
Right. That's true. Now, with this, even though this kind of looks bad, because think about the trouble they've had, the PR trouble. So you got Rogue One, that had some PR, even though it was unmerited at times.
Yeah.
You have with the Han Solo spinoff, that looks terrible for fans alike. And now this, but again, it was a classy official statement. I'm glad if they're going to do this, they're doing this now.
Yes.
I applaud them for that. I'm like, yep, it's going to be tough. This is a tough decision. But if we're going to do this, let's do this right now.
And things are bound to not go flawless. And has it happened before? Probably that directors are like, no, I want to do this. And the studio and the production is like, no, we're not going that route. This is not what we agreed upon. Yeah. And
right.
Do we ever truly ever find out what happened behind the scenes until years later down the road? No, we don't. Star Wars is different, though. This is coveted by millions. This is hallowed ground. And anytime Kathleen Kennedy feels that somebody is straying from that initial vision and ideal, she's got to cut the cord. And I understand they have to cut the cord. And yes, it's better to do it now than to get
Right.
down the road and get invested and have controversy around the movie, because then people are like, and you worry about ticket sales and everything like that. But then again, it's Star Wars, so you only have to worry so much about ticket sales, but you would still like to
Right.
pull in those people that aren't the hardcore fans like myself. Still, classy move. Good to make this decision now.
Yep.
They've had some class act talent behind it. Especially with J.J. Abrams, now Ron Howard. So it can only go in the right direction. And it can hopefully stay going in the right direction. And these have been announced for quite some time. So it's a possibility that things change in life, in perspective, in ideals. I know myself, trying to write a book, I can't tell you how many times I've changed my idea on how the thing's going to be. And the damn thing will probably never be written. So I can't imagine what it's like working with all these people on a movie. And
Right.
all these different ideas and conflictions and talent and everything. So I'm going to try to give it a grain of salt. I'm going to say, yeah, it's a bummer. Not really troubling, but a bummer. But all in all, it's going to happen, especially in this day and age with social media, everybody talking about it, especially geeks like us, not trying to blow it out of perspective or anything like that, or whatever you want to call it. But still, news is news. It is what it is. That's why we're here. So, any closing thoughts, my good muse?
Yeah, I have a couple. Number one, first and foremost, you will finish your book. Of that, I have no doubt. And number two, as classy as it is on their part right now, what usually when it comes to this, in my opinion, in my history, where there's smoke, there's fire.
Yeah.
And not all the time, but I'd say the majority of time. It's really going to depend on who we hear the replacement is. And that's my question I'll pose to you is, who do you think should replace him? I know a lot of people are saying Ryan Johnson should just do the next one, because it seems like, look at Colin Trevorrow's. I mean, look at his filmography. He doesn't have that much going for his filmography. It's not that impressive. I enjoyed The Last Jurassic Park a lot. I felt like a little kid watching it. It's just it was kind of lighthearted, and I don't see them going that way as far as finishing the trilogy. So,
well, I haven't had a whole lot of time to think about that.
Yeah,
I really haven't.
This conversation, literally, that Mitchell's talking about when I called him, it took place about 15 minutes ago.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. I haven't had a whole lot of time to think about it. Ryan Johnson, yeah, sure, if he wants to go ahead and come along and just jump right into 9 as well. Okay, he has a little catching up to do, I'm sure. He's been more focused on The Last Jedi, Episode 8, than he has 9, so there might be a tad bit of a delay. I don't know if you just go straight fresh eyes and ears again and pull like a Ron Howard or somebody else, or you beg Steven Spielberg to free up his schedule. I mean, how awesome would that be? I don't know. But I can tell you this, they better have some clout, and it better be impressive, and it better hype it. Because if you bring somebody in that is just kind of like, yeah, they're a solid director, you're going to make everybody turn around and go, well, this isn't going to go well at all. So,
right.
I don't know. I really, honestly, for a good answer, I have to stop and think about it. You've got two solid individuals working on films right now. And hell, throw a Hail Mary. What JJ, hey, what are you doing? I don't know. There's a possibility of that. There's a lot of people out there. There's a lot of good directors out there that could come in and do it, but make sure their vision matches your vision, and we don't end up with a fiasco like we did with Lloyd and Miller.
Yeah.
So
I agree.
Any other closing thoughts?
Nope, that is it.
Well, then check us out on Facebook, 3 Geeks Flix. Give us a like, comment, holler, troll us. You don't do Facebook, we've got Twitter. It's @ 3 Geeks Flix. Flix is, of course, spelled F-L-I-X. So give us a follow there, give us a holler there, troll there, get involved, get on YouTube, hit that like button, give us a subscribe, let us know you're out there, leave us something in comments. We want to get to know you, the fans, the third geek, the other individual on this show, making it happen, making it all worthwhile, other than me sitting here, hanging out with this man on Skype, spending hours of my life editing for nothing.
Don't act like you're not impressed.
Does that about wrap it all up?
That was pretty accurate, yes.
Okay, well, you've pretty much seen a glimpse into my life, so welcome. And appreciate y'all sticking around. What? Yeah, I was trying to end the show. What?
I was just going to say, what life?
I should have kept going.
Yeah. Okay, anyways,
So,
moving on.
Appreciate y'all sticking around. The Muse may not just join us next time, but stay tuned to the glow of those monitors. Good night. You gonna leave your name badge on?
Yeah.
What?
You look lovely. You look lovely.
You fluffed me up. You flustered me.
Did you hear any audio problems on my end or anything that sounded unusual at all?
Just your voice. Like the Marlboro man, like a boss walking out there.
I'm serious. First and foremost, you will finish your book. Wait, let me do that again.
Okay.
You will finish a book.